I'm gonna kill you. Not today. Not tomorrow. But I'm gonna kill you. You can do it right in front of me. You can take my hands. I told you already, I'm gonna kill you. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow. But nothing is gonna change that nothing.
Rick Grimes, a man who often keeps his promises to his enemies.
Besides, I already made you a promise.
Well, here he had a change of mind and did not finish off arguably his greatest villain, Negan. But why? Well, because of Carl, and his promise to honour Carl outweighing his want for revenge against Negan, even after what he did to the group.
Back to it.
Whether you agree with Rick's decision here or not, it's what happened in the show, and Negan lives on even to this day in the Walking Dead universe, as does Rick, who is now safely home, back in Alexandria. Negan is still currently in New York, and I have no idea how the timelines work right now, but with Season 3 of Dead City on its way, it has me thinking of how Negan can come back to Alexandria or the Commonwealth, and his long-awaited reunion with Rick. Now, some people want Rick to just see Negan and finish him off and get his revenge. The problem of going against Carl's wishes still exists, and it would undermine the end of Season 8 of the main show. Also, now this most likely goes against Judith's wishes, considering her and Negan built a strong friendship, so instead of Rick going berserk or anything like that, this is what I would like to see. Obviously a lot has happened since the bridge, so I would like Rick to initially see Negan as a threat, remembering all the pain during the war with the Saviours, but I would love to have Judith intervene and embrace a returning Negan, much to the shock of Rick. However, this moment and some explanation from Judith, from Negan, and even from Michonne could all show Rick that they can all live together.
We can all live together.
And with Judith saying those exact words to her proud father. Now, theoretically, I would have this play out throughout a season or so. I don't have a full Season 12 plan mapped out though, so just imagine this is spread across a 12 to 16 episode period. So I would start by building tension between Rick and Negan and have them disagree on plans and methods when facing whatever threat they face in this theoretical season. However, I would also prove Negan is not who he was when Rick left in that helicopter all those years ago. I would like to see a few moments where Negan is responsible for the characters surviving. Maybe he saves Judith, maybe he saves Michonne, eventually even talks to Rick and apologises. Similarly to how he apologised to Maggie, saying he feels what he did and he hates that he took good people away from their family. Then, in a crazy situation, let's say the group are under attack, and of course a huge herd of walkers are approaching, because when are they not? The group choose to follow a plan from Negan, who Rick for the first time has fully agreed with, putting all differences aside. But unfortunately things go wrong. In a moment of chaos, Rick and Negan are separated from the rest of the group, and are forced to fight out of a nasty situation. They are surrounded by a gigantic herd of walkers. The pair work together, taking out walker after walker, but they are being overwhelmed and they are being pushed back. A tiny window of opportunity arises for one of them to make a break for it. Rick tells Negan to go, whilst he continues to take on the many walkers. But as Negan thinks about going, he takes another look at Rick and makes a decision to fight alongside him, telling him that he will not leave him there and that Rick has to get back to Judith. Negan and Rick continue to fight through the walkers, taking them out one by one, but struggling, being pushed back again and again. The two just refuse to quit and slowly drag one another through the herd, their faces and their clothes covered in guts and blood until they see the light on the other side, and they push through, not giving up, swinging and punching until they eventually breach through the gap and fall into safety, bringing each other with them. Exhausted, Rick lays down, looking up to the sky, and thanks Negan, telling him he means it. He looks across at Negan, who is also lay on his back exhausted. However, that is not all. Negan's face says it all. The silence is deafening, as Negan reveals a walker bite. Rick looks down as he tries to say something. He can't quite get the words out. Negan interrupts, saying, "You don't need to say anything. Years ago you spared my life. You kept me around after all the shit I did. You gave me a second, hell probably even a third go at life. And this time, thanks to you and your family, I think I got it right." Negan jokes, saying, "You must have some special genetics in you, Rick, because shit, you and your family have got balls." Rick smiles a little and tells Negan, "Thank you for saving me. Thank you for that little bit longer with his family." Negan nods and says, "Thank you. Now I finally get to be with my Lucille again." Negan hands Rick his knife and again nods. Rick looks at Negan with sadness in his eyes. Then he closes them, opens them again, and looks off into the distance, as though he's looking past Negan. He takes the knife, and Negan smiles, shutting his eyes for the last time. We see a wide shot of the two, as Rick puts Negan out of his misery, and after a few moments of just silence, the episode ends. And that right there is how I would love to see Rick finally kill Negan. Not for revenge, not out of anger, but working together to protect the people they care for, and in the process, finally putting aside their own personal rivalry. I know this probably sounds somewhat quick for such a big death, but like I say, I don't really have a plan for a full season 12. And of course, if that did happen, there would be a lot going on in that season, and this would be drawn out over several episodes. But with all that said, I hope you did enjoy the video. Please leave a like if you did, and consider subscribing for more Walking Dead content in the future. Thank you very much for watching. I've been The Walking Dan. See you later.